What's up guys, welcome back to Fancy Goldfish Fanatics. Today is episode 2 of our Start Fisheries walk around tour. So make sure you stay tuned to find out more. Hey Fanatics family, welcome back to the channel. Make sure you check out our links in the description. Make sure to check out our Facebook page and our Facebook group. Today, as you will see behind me, we are in the second fish house at Star Fisheries. Now hopefully behind me you can see we've got some windows as well, and they are actually going to be installing 60 outdoor ponds. That is right, 60 outdoor ponds. Hopefully you saw the first episode where we visit the first fish house, and now we are in the second fish house. And believe me, there are some very, very special fish in the video today. There's some fish that absolutely blew my mind. I've never seen this kind of quality before, especially in person. So I've got some really, really special fish to show you. But back onto outside, yes, they're going to be installing 60 ponds around the perimeter of the property, which is going to hold hundreds, no, it's going to hold thousands or tens of thousands of fancy goldfish, meaning that this is going to be an absolutely huge site for fancy goldfish. Now behind me you can see we have multiple tanks. I believe we've got about 6 or 7 tanks behind me, and we've got numerous different fish in them. Now similar to the first episode, I'm going to show you a little walk around tour of the fish we have in these tanks. We'll have a close look at a few, and then in the final episode of this tour we're going to be selecting some fish for my personal collection. So without further ado, let's check out these fish. Let's see what is in the second fish house. So as you can see, hopefully in the first tank behind me, we have some absolutely stunning oranda. We got some veil tails in there as well, but more on these in a second. We're going to come around and have a real close look at them. Next up, you can see we've got some demikin, and believe me, there is an absolutely monstrous demikin in this pond, and I'm going to have to show you up close and personal because I've never seen a demikin this big in my life. Next up, we've got some really nice top view Ranchu. Now these are the Andrew James strain of top view Ranchu. Really, really nice quality, lovely, lovely strain of fish. Next up, actually I'm going to save those ones for later because they are some absolutely incredible fish. We've also got some pearl scales in this one, and then finally we've got some slightly larger calico Ranchu, slightly larger than that first episode we saw. So let's head back to the front, let's have a close look at some of those oranda, and then we can work our way down and I can show you those really, really special fish. They've absolutely blown my mind. So as you can see in the first pond, we have a nice selection of oranda. We've also got some veil tail goldfish as well. These are quite a large size. I'd say these are the size of my hand. I reckon in that 5 to 6 inch range. We've got a different multitude of fish, different colorations as well, but nonetheless some really, really high quality specimens. There's a few in particular down in the bottom that I really, really like the look of. Some really, really nice quality wen shapes, tails, and good swimming pattern overall. Next up, we've got some more oranda in this tank. As you can see, we've got this really, really nice oranda here, and there is some absolutely huge demikin back there. That demikin is absolutely monstrous. Let me just grab a net, bring it up to the camera and show you how big it is, because you will not believe the size that this fish is. Here you can see this absolutely monstrous demikin. Now I'm just bringing it up in the net and it is splashing like crazy, because I'm hoping if I can bring it up close enough I will be able to grab it with my hand. But just look at the sheer size of this fish. Not the easiest fish to handle, especially whilst filming, but just look how big that fish is. Absolutely huge. Massive eyes, huge hump behind the head, and just a incredible body. Look at that fish. Absolutely incredible. Now we've also got some slightly smaller demikins in here. Now I really like this one. This one really stood out to me. Really nice red and white coloration to it. Let me try and, oh, it's going to swim to the bottom, but hopefully you can see in the net, really, really good snow white skin, nice deep benny or red to it, really good body structure as well. And I'd say this is around a 5 to 6 inch fish. lovely caudal fins as well. Just look at the quality of that fish. Absolutely phenomenal. So as you can see, there are a few demikins that we have in here, and then onto the Andrew James Ranchu. Now I'd say this is a mix of fish between 3 to 5 inches. We've got some really nice patterns, as you can see on that one there, but these are all really nice quality fish from the Andrew James line of fish. Really nice square heads to them, good bodies, nice splayed out caudal fins, and you'll know that I have a few of these Japanese top view Ranchu in my pond at home, and they are doing absolutely fantastically. Now before we skip on to those fish, which we're going to look at the end of the video, let's take a look at, we got a couple of pearl scales in here. Obviously these guys are quite far down the bottom, so it's going to be quite difficult to see, but I don't want the video to go on too long. And then we've also got these nice calico Ranchu here, say about the 3 to 4 inches in range. Slightly smaller one here, around a 3-inch size. And then we got some slightly bigger ones. We got some nice shapes to these ones. I'm really liking these Tancho or Marutan style Ranchu. Really nice wen shape, good bodies, and overall really nice fish. Now finally, let's check out those absolutely amazing fish that I spoke about at the beginning of the episode, and we're actually going to be putting some of these in a tank to get a little side profile view on them. Now hopefully the camera can focus on these fish, but here we have 5 absolutely huge, absolutely superb quality fish. First up, let's have a quick look. We've got this absolutely stunning Kirin Oranda. Just look at the quality of that fish, absolutely huge. I would say that's around a 6-inch fish. Then we've got this one here, which is pushing on 7.5 inches, I would say, just from looking at it, but just look at the quality of that. We've also got this absolutely stunning, originally you would say black from the top, but this is actually a panda fish. Just look at those white cheeks underneath, really amazing fish. Next up, we have a huge Oranda, which I really like here. And then we've also got this Kirin Oranda as well. Now, I'm actually going to be bowling up these Ranchu. We're going to have a look at them in the tank, I should say, not bowling them up, sorry. We've got them currently in this Japanese floating basket. But let's get these Ranchu into a viewing tank, have a look at the side profile of them, and then just check out these absolute beasts of fish. So as you can see, we have these absolutely stunning trio of Oranda behind me. We have I'm just blown away with these fish, so I'm a little bit lost for words with that superb quality of these fish. We have an absolutely stunning Kirin. I would say this is at 5.5 to 6-inch size. We have an even larger one that's around that 7-inch size, 6.5 to 7 inches. And then finally we have that panda, which I would say is at around that 5.5-inch size. You can see the quality of these fish are absolutely superb. We've got those lovely rounded backs. We don't have any imperfections on the back. We have the double anal fin as well. We have those nice caudal fins, which have a really good split down the middle. We have a really good swimming pattern. No buoyancy issues. You can see they are nice and active throughout the tank. And overall, the quality is superb. Now, generally, I look at the fish's quality, their swimming pattern, the overall presence of the fish, more than I look at the pattern. But these fish really have it all, and I'm blown away. Although I currently am keeping Oranda, these Ranchu look absolutely phenomenal. I will put on a few videos of these fish close up and personal throughout this video, and hopefully we'll get a little bit of B-roll over the top of it. But these fish are just blow away examples. I've never seen any Kirin Oranda, especially of this quality, in the UK for sale. Now obviously they are quite stressed out because I have just netted them out of their pond, put them into a viewing tank so we can take a close look at them. But I really wanted to show you the pure quality, the structure of these fish as well. Now the tails on these fish aren't too small. A lot of the trend is to have a really tiny tail on newer style Ranchu, but I would say this is the perfect size tail. Obviously that slightly larger tail is more of an older style, but this is that in-between balance between super large and super small, and I would say these fish are absolutely superb. You can see them, I've got them in a really big viewing tank. I'd say this is around 100-litre tank. We're obviously just setting up a little tank to have a look at them, but in the future I will use some smaller tanks to have a little bit of a closer look, because obviously as we are looking at them like this, it's quite hard for you to see the colours and the quality of them, but these are absolutely phenomenal. Now, this is the end of this video. I'm gonna get these guys back in their tank, and then in episode 3, we're gonna be selecting a couple of Oranda for my personal aquarium. We're gonna be having a look at the positives, the strengths, the weaknesses of them, because I really like to show you guys at home what you're buying, what you pay for, paying a little bit extra, and what you're getting to really go from that sort of really small budget fish up to that sort of large top-end fancy goldfish. Now, these are definitely top-end fancy goldfish, and they do carry a big price tag because they are superb quality fish. Well, I'm going to get them back in their tank now. Let's wrap up the video here. If you do have any questions, please let me know down in that comment section below. And if there are any videos in particular or any quality fish you want to have a look at, then please also let me know. That is it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Remember to keep those water changes up, and happy fish keeping.